Good afternoon, listeners. My name is Rishi, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 7 of Sundays with Allure. First things first, as always, we want to thank everybody who's been listening to the podcast. We're doing our best to improve each week, and we hope that you enjoy it. On Sundays with Allure, we discuss the hard-hitting topics that saturate the music industry. Using the perspective of a DJ company, we discuss the way music impacts culture and society. Let's get it poppin'.
So who wants to get started?
What are we discussing today first,
Let's
guys?
do that Gambino.
Gambino, This Is America. I think that's a good thing to start on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What do you guys think of the music video?
I feel like the music video, actually I think that's the way that the song got really popular.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like the song came out, but then once the music video came, it became super viral, more than it was already, just because Gambino hasn't really come out with anything in a while, or like people haven't really been hearing from him in a while.
Yeah.
So he's kind of appeared from.
I also think people were really happy to see the direction like he was going in, because I know a lot of people. I mean, his last album, in my opinion, it was quality, but I don't think it was digestible for a lot of people. Like, I don't think a lot of people liked what he was doing with Redbone, and I mean, Redbone was the only really popular one. But other than that, like the entire album, Awaken My Love, I mean, it wasn't for everyone. This is a lot more digestible, in my opinion. Like, he's rapping on it a little bit, but he's also got something new. I really liked it.
Hey guys, my name's Bryant. I am also
welcome.
guest. I'm a guest hosting here. We should have introduced ourselves.
Yeah, probably.
That's on me.
Yeah.
That's on me.
But yeah, this week we have Bryant on as well, to give some of his thoughts on the same topics as well. So yeah, you want to go ahead?
I mean, I like Childish Gambino. I've been following him for a while. I mean, not as deeply. I like his stuff. I definitely, like you were talking about with Awaken My Love. I think only Redbone out of that for really caught on, right? And I thought for a while he was retiring the Childish Gambino name. Wasn't he talking about doing that?
One more album, then he's retiring.
Oh, is that what's going on? So this is the last album? All right. When I saw him on Saturday Night Live performing this song, honestly, all right, so I am a cinematographer, director, video producer, so I can look at things through that lens. And when I saw him perform the song on Saturday Night Live, I was like, I was like, this is weird, but I kind of liked it because, all right, like definitely something different from Awaken My Love. Until the music video came out, then it was a game changer, and I think music video and video in general, like, is a whole game changer for a lot of things. I think that made the song.
It gives a whole different context to what he's trying to do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The song is good, and I do like it. And also, to all those people who are saying that the video is the song's only good because of the video, that's not true. I actually think it's a really quality song as well. But like, as far as the entire package goes, I think the video definitely offers so much more.
You definitely understand the song a lot more just by watching the video. Just like what actions he's doing specifically to the words he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so like as a cinematographer, then how do you think that plays a role with, like, along with the music? Is it necessarily always that the music video is
not always? Because I think most music video nowadays, especially like hip hop, is just like, let's throw a party in the house and film it and put the music over it. I mean, there are great music videos in hip hop.
He saw me and Sahil about to get mad defensive.
Because I was having a discussion with Sahil yesterday. Like, a lot of music videos nowadays, I mean, they're definitely changing direction, but there was a period of time where it's like, let's just throw a party and film it, or just do random stuff, right? Or just do random stuff and film it. But there's a good outlet of music videos where, like, especially for somebody like a video producer, you get a chance to be creative and explore different things and like tell a story or send a message. With this one in particular, I mean, for me, just listening to the song itself, I don't think I would have normally listened to it, but watching the music video, I listen to the song now because of the music video.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I like the song. I'm initially just watching him perform it first, like for him to debut it like that, I was like, what is this?
Oh yeah, I definitely wasn't referring to what you were saying. I just mean, like, I've heard it a lot on the internet that for some reason people are like, yeah, the video makes the song. But I'm like, and particularly my favorite part of that entire song is at the end when he kind of layers the trap with the beautiful orchestra, like the choir and stuff. Oh my God, I thought that was amazing. It sounded so good.
I think a good example of a music video making a song, I think, is something like Little Dicky's Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Wait, I have not seen that video yet. Is that any good?
No,
like, the whole like.
I heard the song. That song is so weird. At the end, it has like Kendall Jenner coming out. I have a vagina. I'm like, what?
So remember the movie Friday with Lindsay Lohan, where like
Freaky Friday. I know
switch roles.
That's the whole premise of the song.
Yeah.
It's like, who am I? Why am I Little Dicky? Like, come on.
But it's like a funny video. It's great.
No, but I didn't watch the video. I only heard the song.
Right. See, that's a song where the music video that's the song. Like,
but like I think This Is America, the music video is the song. I have that opinion as opposed to Rishi, because I listened to the song. I'm like, okay, this is not that amazing. Give me something like 3005 or Bonfire. Like, that's Childish Gambino. This music wasn't that good.
People can evolve, you know? I mean,
Childish Gambino is whoever the fuck Childish Gambino wants to be on any given day.
As the director of 3005, the same director for This Is America.
Exactly, but This Is America, the
whole
video just transformed the meaning of the song.
Yes.
Because before that, I don't think what he says has any value. It doesn't really make sense. But when you see it with the video, that's like the other half of the equation.
No, but yeah,
you can't solve for X if you don't have the first three variables.
No, I understand, but like, it's not necessarily that the video's there to fill the gap. It's just to add another layer.
No, I think the video is the song. There's no song without the video.
I disagree.
Yeah, but there's so many great songs that don't have videos. Like,
I will say,
and those songs are good because they're good songs. This Is America is a video.
No, I will say that in order to really
I see what you're saying.
Dude, people didn't like This Is America until they saw the video.
But
then they liked the song. You like the song now because you've seen the video.
You do know that the single didn't drop until well after the music video dropped. Like, you could only see the music video for the first minimum at least 4 days.
I only heard the single first.
You heard the single late then.
I saw the video first.
I remember when
there was no
I thought
single.
it was only the single first.
There was no single. It was just a video because, this is the point I was trying to make, is that
because people wouldn't get it without the video. That's exactly why.
However, what I'm saying is that the enjoyability factor from that point on lives on within the song as well. It's not like you see it at first, you understand what's going on because of the video, which he intended to do, by the way, because he dropped it like that with the video only, and now you can enjoy the song for what it is. It doesn't mean that the song can't live on its own. It's just that it needs the video first.
If they're releasing the video first, that means the video is the primary product. The song is just a secondary aspect of it.
No, it's just something that in order to get the full picture of it, you need
that's
both the music
that's the
and
idea.
And
the video is the foundation of the meaning.
We need a mediator on this one.
All right, so that being said, let's say he dropped it as a single first then.
I don't think it would be as
So
popular as it is
what
right
do you think the traction of the song would be? Do you think it would be more if he just released the song first, or do you think it got its maximum traction because of the video first?
I think he did it exactly how he should have done it. I mean, it was
So I mean, you're kind of supporting his point.
It's the right way to do it.
You're kind of supporting his point.
No, but what he's saying is that like the song isn't good by itself. Like that's the point that I disagree with. Like,
it's not as good as it is
with
video.
of course not. But that was the intention, obviously.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying if the song released by itself, it wouldn't be as popular because people didn't like it as much unless they've seen the video.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the point you're making, then yeah, I agree.
Because the video is like the primary vehicle for delivering this into our minds,
well, guys,
not the song.
Way to bring it right back to square one.
Yeah, seriously. Went to a big loop and we literally started.
You know how they tell you in school, you got a paragraph, you got an opening statement, then you got the...
Closing.
Oh, man, you got the meat, the salad.
Oh, that, okay.
And then you got the bottom bun. Come on, man. What kind of sandwiches do you eat? Are you the guy who puts like the lettuce on the outside?
I am.
I don't know where we got.
I don't know how you got into that, but
alrighty. No, anybody else have anything to say about This Is America?
Actually, you want to talk about? I think we should talk a little bit about
Hold on. Watch the Call Me Maybe version of it. I think that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, that's a great video.
It's better than the original.
I think it's very interesting that like because he obviously it's not a serious video, but obviously there's a lot of like things he's trying to convey as well. But the amount of memes and the amount of like playoffs that they did on it, it's just so funny because people are either taking it seriously or people are like just fucking around with it.
And someone posted, they're like, "Do not meme this
funny.
video," and then everyone memed it anyway, obviously.
It's so funny.
Try telling the internet to not do something.
I know.
Please.
Yo, that's how you get someone to do something.
No, yeah, definitely. I actually, there's anybody see SZA at the end?
Yeah, she's just sitting there on the chair, right?
Yeah.
On the car.
Yeah, she was just like, she just turned around like, wait, what?
Do you think that was a favor that she did? Because I just watched her recent music video came out, and Childish Gambino's in it. He's not featured on the song, but he's in the music
Maybe
video.
they're friends.
Oh, I think she dropped it for Garden, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, such a good song, man.
Oh, that's very possible then.
Yeah, you think she just was in his thing as a favor?
Do people do that? Do people do that now?
Yeah, I mean, if artists are friends, then why wouldn't?
Yeah, right.
It's like, hey, you want to be in my video?
Yeah, it's possible.
How about instead they get into the studio and make an entire
right,
album together? Please.
Or maybe she is on his new album.
That'd be hard. That'd be great.
It could be in the works.
I would love it.
It would be something to listen to for sure.
Please, SZA, make it happen.
Forward to.
Yo, what do you guys think about Aubrey and the Migos? You think like that concert?
That concert, it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be lit because it's Drake and Migos, like the two guys who are all over the place. The two people, types of people
perform together.
Yeah. Well, they have songs together.
What songs?
Walk It Like I Talk It.
Mm-hmm.
That song is so trash.
I didn't like that song at all.
I think it's trash
It's
too.
3 minutes of
song,
Walk It
right?
Like I Talk It. Walk It Like I Talk It.
Although Drake's verse is
It's
hard.
everywhere though. Like that song is everywhere.
The video for that was sick too. If
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about videos, like that was. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's a nice,
would love
nice
that
retro
video.
feel to it.
Okay.
It's cool. Yeah.
Another one of those music videos that make the song is Save That Money.
Oh, Lil Dicky.
By Lil Dicky. That
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is hilarious.
Actually, yeah. I mean, Little Dicky, like he has a little like interesting taste on music videos in general, because that's how I found out about him, because you showed me that video.
It's so funny.
Oh, but
if
the
you haven't
best-
seen it, you need to watch it. We'll link it.
The best Lil Dicky video is easily the one where he's talking pillow talking.
Oh my god.
Pillow talking video.
That video is the best. The graphics and everything that's like in that video, it literally just sums up the whole entire
mind
song.
blowing. Yeah.
But you know, he does have
Pillow
a
Talk.
soft side with that song Molly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard
Oh
it.
yeah. My brother likes that song.
Wait,
Oh
which
my
song?
God.
That's a good song.
Which
Molly?
song? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta watch it later.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you guys realize like the little things like of This Is America, like what little things, like what the meaning of it was, what the actions he was doing?
So I like to make it very clear that I hate pseudo intellectuals, and so
Who
like,
assign meaning to things that don't
No.
necessarily need it.
There are meaning. There's tons of meaning in that. But the point is that I had a couple of friends do this, where they come into the group chat. They're like, "Hey guys, I just saw that This Is America video. Did you guys catch all the references?" And I'm just like, "No, I didn't. I didn't catch all of them."
Wait, isn't that
And
something?
then they'll go, "No." Then they'll go, "Yes, he referenced Jim Crow and Jesus on a horse." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you thought about that all by yourself, buddy? Really?" And then I was like, "Please send me the link of the YouTube video that you found that in." And then they send it over, and they're like, "Ah, okay, I get it."
Wait, so aren't you guys surprised I didn't do that to you?
No, because I don't think you're a pseudo intellectual per se. I just think that you will make claims even if you have no base for them.
Now we got that on record.
Two different things.
Oh man, that was great. I'm glad we have that recorded.
Yeah, that was good.
Actually, right before you guys came here, I was watching an interview with Childish Gambino. He was on the solo Star Wars story thing, but whoever the interview was, I forgot specifically. But he was asking him like, "Oh, can you explain all the references and stuff?" And he just goes, "No."
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I saw
such
that.
a Childish Gambino
I saw
thing
that.
to
I saw
say.
that. I saw that.
Secretly in his head is like, I hope they don't ask. They don't really have meaning. I'm just doing random shit to make people laugh.
They know they're gonna ask, but they just gotta
Yo,
be
but
like,
that's
nah.
the thing. You can do something on that stage, and everyone else will make the meaning for you. You never have to admit anything. Like Shel Silverstein probably wrote a bunch of poems. Did they have meaning? No, she probably just like writing. But everyone makes you write like 3 essays on them now.
I'm wondering if a lot of his references or the images he was displaying was his idea or the director's idea.
Yeah, that's what I want to know too.
I don't know if writing the song he was thinking about it.
I think they really work together on those types of things. Yeah, I really do. And one of the things that I loved, I thought it was such a cool like little hint at something. So the moment where and this was something I actually caught on my own, I will say. The moment that he shoots the guy in the beginning of the video.
I was gonna mention this as well. I
and
think
then
we're going the same direction.
And the way the gun is taken away,
Yes.
where the people
It's
come in with
hidden.
a cloth, and then they take it away so there's no fingerprints on it. But then the guy is just dragged away like he's like nothing. That was so deep.
Yeah, they're basically trying to say like gun laws don't matter.
Yeah, and no, and
like it's easy to get away with it, and it doesn't matter because the people who are dying, it's like whatever.
But it's the idea that like we're protecting the people who are doing the.
They're doing the
thing.
shooting, yeah.
And like I don't know, that was
And the
great.
people who are dying, it's like whatever. They're like, there's no meaning behind it.
But remember, the one in the gun lives forever.
Oh my god, man.
So
anyway. sorry, I said it wrong. The one in front of the gun lives forever.
Yeah.
Hashtag
in case,
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
that's
in
okay,
case
though.
anyone didn't catch that.
Yeah, no.
What do you guys think of Donald Glover?
Who's that? He kind of looks like Childish Gambino.
He does,
Dude,
right?
shut up.
Wow.
Very
So-
talented person, by the way.
On to the next one.
Yo, this guy is amazing. He's a comedian. He's a screenwriter. He's an actor. He's a singer. He's a rapper. Like, what doesn't he
This
do?
guy is, like,
He's a
an
generational
artist,
talent.
Yeah.
Genius.
he's-
Oh,
Genius
and
guy.
he's a director and a producer.
Yeah, dude.
If you guys haven't heard of the show Atlanta, I highly, highly, highly recommend it.
That's not even his best show. 30 Rock, Community.
Yeah, he did right. He did right on it. But in Atlanta, he produced it, he wrote it, and he acts in it.
Well, he wrote, produced, directed on Community, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's super multifaceted anyway.
Dude, he does everything. He'll be an actor, he'll produce it, and he'll direct it.
I also,
big kudos.
If you're a stand-up comedy fan, I highly recommend you check out his special. It is funny as hell.
Weirdo.
It's
Yeah, on
so
Netflix,
weirdo
right?
is funny as hell. I loved it, dude. It's such a good special.
Also, speaking of Atlanta, I think this the director of This Is America also did a lot of the episodes.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, they work together on a lot of things.
Full circle, dude.
I'm telling you, when you watch Atlanta, like you can see the way they like made it, and you're just like, wow, this is so today.
Have you guys also realized how small the circle of good producers and directors is?
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, obviously, if everyone was the best, like, it would be saturated. So
also, I feel like especially artists like Gambino, they find somebody that they really vibe with, and then you just kind of connect and you just work. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they don't really want to test that connection and try to like mix waters and shit. Just like
once you click,
this is the kind of guy that I like, and let's just get to work.
Yeah, I mean, if things are working and productions are coming out like on top, then why would you switch things if it's working? Like, yeah. I mean, I'm a big Cole fan, so it always ends up there for me. But like, that's the same concept where like, they say, oh, you should have some features or you should have some more producers. But he's like, it's working. Why would I change? Yeah, like why change it if it's working?
Yeah, like I like it. I'm doing what I want.
Dude, and honestly, speaking of which, just like as an update, Cole's album is being played like a lot on the radio, which I didn't expect actually.
Yeah.
Cole's album, like almost all the songs, I hear them on the radio, which is surprising because when it dropped, I thought it was more of those like just like listen by yourself kind of things, but it ended up catching on super fast. So now it's on the radio and I hear it everywhere.
It's not an album like that was full of bangers, but like KOD, ATM, I could listen to those.
People play it.
Yeah, KOD seems like a public song.
Like people listen to it at parties and stuff. It's surprising.
Sahil, did you see the Angie Martinez interview with Cole by any chance?
No, I didn't see that one.
It's really, really good. He actually talks about like I don't know if you guys saw the whole situation with obviously Kanye's like posting screenshots of conversations with people. So you know how Cole's like, yo, fuck that, I see that shit. So he calls him.
Oh yeah. I heard about
Kanye screenshotted the phone call just to show that he was talking to J. Cole.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and so like and Cole talked about it and he was just like, yeah, I felt a certain type of way about that. Like he told him too. He was like, yeah, like why would you do that? Because he felt like he was using his name to kind of
like boost himself.
And to kind of perpetuate like, oh, like J. Cole thinks what I'm saying is okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And J. Cole,
he's like forcing the association with him.
Exactly. Yeah. And dude, J. Cole was like, dude, it was like a quick 2-minute conversation we had. Like it was barely anything. Like.
Yeah, especially because we know that like Cole obviously doesn't support a lot of like Kanye's actions, right? Like most people right now.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't want to be associated with that. Like, don't put my name on it too.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Especially for a guy who like really makes an effort to stay out of the spotlight. You know, like he's like he doesn't want the attention, and then you're forcing that attention upon him. Like it's.
But
it's
like
not cool.
Now more than ever, J. Cole has so much attention on him.
Yeah, I know. Which he actually talks about that in the interview too. It's actually really good. I highly recommend people. He's just honestly, he's just an insightful dude. Like hearing him talk is just cool to me. But yeah.
Yeah, and also earlier we were talking about Drake, right?
Yeah.
Earlier. So there's that new song that he came out.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah.
Little Baby.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I'm not a big fan of it. I mean,
Awful.
it was cool listening to Drake because I mean Drake has a nice flow on it.
I didn't like Drake's flow. I hated
Drake's
the whole song.
No, I like Drake's flow. I hated Lil Baby's part. That shit was trash. Lil Baby dropped an album too. Like, hell no, I'm not listening to this.
I've heard mixed things. I've heard good things and I've heard bad things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, some people seem to like it, but I mean, why?
Personally, I wouldn't listen to the album. I'm not that big on Lil Baby because I really don't even know who he is until Yes Indeed.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never even heard of him.
Yeah. There's too many hip hop artists just popping out, man. Like
no,
once they make like that one banger, like it's like automatically just like, all right, I'm gonna start pouring into this.
Dude,
market
I like new artists because I like not listening to the same sound all the time. Like we're listening to just the same artists over and over. Like you can expand your music knowledge and all, but at the end of the day, there's those like certain artists or certain songs that you go back to when you're just by yourself or just in the car driving or something, the things you always listen to on repeat. And so like more artists helps me add to that list of things I always listen to, which I like, different sounds.
Here's a topic that I think is kind of interesting. So Spotify, because of this like one women's rights activist group, Spotify took XXX Tentacion.
Oh, and R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. They took them all off of. They're not off of Spotify, but they're no longer promoting them in playlists. So every single playlist is
for what reason?
Like, you know, like public playlists because they're like accused woman beaters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Domestic abuse and all that. So they're not promoting their music on public playlists.
Wait, so how do you feel about that? Because see, that's a pretty interesting disconnect between like the artist and the platform that promotes the artist. Because like up till now, it's really been separated where we just services like Spotify just provide the music. They stay unbiased to like the consumer or the producer. Them having an input like, oh, we don't like the actions of the producer, so we're not going to provide it to the consumer. That's not really been a thing with music streaming services so far. So like things like SoundCloud and stuff, like they never filter things out.
Yeah, no, I think it's it's a slippery slope, man. I think it's a really slippery slope.
I don't
if
feel.
you take off one song, they're gonna ask you to take another.
Do you know how many artists have questionable pasts? Like, what, you're gonna take all of Michael Jackson's songs off of Spotify because that's very questionable past. That doesn't matter if he's dead or not. Like,
what do you think, Bryant?
Look, I use in terms of music. Like, obviously, I'm not as like heavy into like the following the artists and stuff like that with you guys. But in terms of like taking them off Spotify or whatever, like I only really listen to the songs that I like. Like I either hear about it through friends or like mainstream music, and I'm gonna like what I like. I don't really go out of my way searching for new artists or anything like that. So like if they're gonna take them off like Spotify playlists, they're either something I've already listened to and I'm already like following them. Because I don't typically go on the public playlist or anything like that.
What about from like your perspective as like a director, film producer? Guys like Stanley Kubrick and like Alfred Hitchcock back in the day, they probably did a lot of questionable stuff. Should we be discounting their works now because of what they did 60 years ago?
That's a great question.
That's kind of what they're trying to do here with music.
Yeah, I think like, because I know like they have this whole thing in Hollywood, like everyone in Hollywood's getting like outed right now, right? Like Harvey Weinstein, like the whole Harvey Weinstein thing a while back. Like
Kevin Spacey,
get him out of there. And like even with there was a Kevin Spacey movie where they reshot everything he was in because they found out he is out. But for me, like, get him out of there. Get them out of there. They're disgusting human beings, and they need to be out. I don't know specifically because, like, I get with music and artists, like, there's like, you know, there's artists out there like talking about like fucking bitch, blah blah blah, whatever. And then it's different from obviously like who they are as well, questionable. They're different. Yeah. But with the whole, I think like. If the music's good, like that's music, you know. That's not like
like if you're a shitty person, that's one thing.
Yeah, like because you don't
might
have
good music
them,
though.
Right? Don't listen to them then. If you're against whatever, like don't, because that's their art. I guess like it's not like they're putting their disgusting actions.
Does that fall under like censorship in any sense? Like
I mean.
But so why isn't it like a bigger deal? That's what I don't get. Because if it's like.
Because I think one, it's a very preliminary stage. Like it's just playlists, right? But like. What I think is I think it's just the beginning, and especially these groups, like they see this as progress, but it's not an end goal to them. And to them, an end goal is like, you know, getting all these people to never make money again. Like,
and the one thing I'm trying to understand is everyone has different opinions, obviously, and people care more or less than others. So what I'm trying to understand is what person gets to decide that this is something I care about, and this is why I want to remove them. So it's like there's a human controlling it, which doesn't make sense.
I think the problem is how disingenuous the concept is in general, because I don't think Spotify's doing it because they have some moral high ground. They don't care.
Yeah, but
they
like
had a whole bunch
moral?
of people coming to them saying, "Hey, listen, we really want to get this done," and they saw this as a point, like, "Oh, we could be a progressive company," and like, and they're even based in a country that's extremely liberal. I forgot which one it was,
they're dipping into like a pool they don't need to. Like they were free of this burden before where they just had to stream the music.
Yeah.
Now they have to have an opinion, which is stupid. Like now it's going to ruin it if it continues like this.
I think this is the phenomenon which they call the vocal minority represents the silent majority. So like 95% of people couldn't care less if Chris Brown is on public playlists or whatever. But like that 5% who really, really cares has to make sure everyone else knows their opinion on it too. And they're gonna make a big like fuss about it, and like me and you will see it in the radio or like we'll see it online, and we'll be like, whatever, dude, shit happens. But some people are like really into it. We're pretty indifferent about whether or not it's on Spotify. Like
it's also like
whatever.
I think it's very easy for people to kind of step on their like a moral high horse. With
look, the only reason I mention it is because this is just where it's starting. Like, what if it like on other platforms they start doing the same thing?
It's not like they remove the music; they just don't put it in a public playlist. Like I think that's a good middle point. They're saying, hey,
But, like,
if you want the music, it's there for you.
I feel like the best way to go is just not have an opinion. Just straight, like, you should be transparent, pass through. Like the artist makes the music and you provide it to the consumer.
Because I feel
like
I feel like the people that like if you don't support him, don't listen to his music. You know, like it doesn't matter if you're on a playlist or not, right? Like.
But it's like I feel like they shouldn't be taking any action at all.
Yeah,
it's like it's not their business. Like
they're trying to like I mean at least those activist groups they're trying to make it so like nobody support like even if you like his music and your opinion is not like ours is or like theirs is they still want everybody to not be able to hear like that person needs
which
to
is
be dead.
which is ridiculous because they're imposing someone's like opinion on someone else forcibly. Yeah. Which again it's not a big deal. It's just a playlist. Like they're not removing the music, but still, it's like if I am subscribed to that playlist and I don't get to listen to it.
But I mean, again, these people are so passionate. They're like, if I'm playing a public playlist and it randomly comes up, I'm gonna rampage and cancel my subscription, and I'm gonna make 5 blog posts about it.
Yeah, and then
like that's the type of person that cares about this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, why do you care so much? Like,
I think what he was saying is about like the vocal minority is happening now. Like everyone's got a voice, but we're only hearing like the people that are voicing it. And I think a good example of it is, all right, this might sound, all right, I'm just going to say it, but I mean in a different way because I'm going to put my input on it. So like the whole Oscars So White thing that happened a while ago, like I get like, like put more like, specifically they were it was more like about black people, right? But like none of the Asians are saying anything. Like, what about the Asian people in Hollywood? Like, how come we're not getting our our side? Sorry, I'm Asian for those of you listening, or I'm Chinese. So like, yes, like I'm totally supportive. Like, yeah, like more minorities in cinema and stuff like that. Because like, but then also like I also blame like the people writing the stuff. Like I do a lot of like live action book trailers, and I was talking to my friend I'm like, yo, how come like every book is about white people? But like. And I think right now there's a movie coming out called Crazy Rich Asians, which is a huge deal.
Yeah.
Because like the whole cast and crew, or I think the whole cast is Asian. I don't know about crew, but the whole cast is Asian, and like that's a big deal. But I'm also like, that's kind of a setback because the movie's called Crazy Rich Asians about do I say fob? I don't know.
I mean, that's how I felt when Slumdog Millionaire came out.
Right, international person like gets married to like this American girl, whatever, American Asian girl, and then they go back to his like hometown, her homeland or whatever, and he's like crazy rich or whatever, but he's humbled by it. I'm like, yeah, but like you're giving the wrong idea about Asian people. But yeah,
like you said, same idea with Slumdog Millionaire, right? It was a very go ahead.
It's like, yeah, I'm an Indian. It's like, oh yeah, I know about Indian culture. Like, watch Slumdog Millionaire. I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
No, it's like,
it's because like when the two markets collide, it's hard to provide a good representation of the other. So it's like, I mean, I see what they're going for.
I kind of see what they're going for.
I know what they're trying to do, what the intentions are, but just I don't know if that's the way to do it.
I mean, it's kind of funny because in all the Indian movies, all the non-Indian people are always the villains. So I kind of see where it's coming from.
Oh my god,
it's only fair, right?
That's terrible.
But going back to the whole like vocal minority thing, it's like the whole Oscars So White thing, or like this black movie like Black Panther and everything, right? Like that's getting more attention than like no one's talking about how there's no Asian people because like we as a culture are typically quiet. Like we don't really go out and like say something. So all this attention is.
I think just going based on like generations, like this generation is gonna be more about like black people and how they're becoming more successful with what they're doing. And then given like the next 20, 30 years... Why does it have to
be about them only? Why can't it be about
that's what I'm trying to get to, is that the next 20, 30 years, I think it's going to be more about Asians, as Asians are going to get, more to the top and more successful, and then it'll be more about us.
We'll see.
I just think India, China, all those countries just have so many people that the culture stays within that country.
That's also possible. That's what I was thinking too. Because, I don't know, there's just so many people there.
Like, there's 3 times the amount of people in India than there is in the U.S.,
Yeah.
They don't need to care about here. They have 3 opinions for every one we have.
Yeah, I mean, it's also different because that's a developing country too. So, it's just...
Yes, yeah.
There's like the vast majority of people are in a different state than here. So they have other things.
But it's not like those kids aren't doing exactly what we do. They go to Starbucks and stuff.
Yeah, the average kid definitely. But in general, the not just economic status, the social status of people there is different. It's laid out differently. So, I mean, that could be one factor. Just different cultures.
I don't know, man. I mean, we in America, you idolized like Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Lee for a little while. Like they had their little like up thing, but like after that, I think Donnie Yen is like the new Bruce Lee now.
I still like Jackie Chan. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm just saying he's like up there, but I mean he's like basically retired actor. He's old.
Rush
like,
Hour 4 is happening.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm
right.
pretty
Rush Hour 4 is
sad
happening.
because my song of the week is called Jackie Chan, so now I feel bad playing it.
No.
Don't worry, Jackie's still around, man.
I'm just saying, there's no like huge Asian stars now. You know, like I can't even really think of one other than Donnie.
Ken Jeong.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, but it's pretty funny. What do you call it? Jackie Chan. He's pretty indifferent about doing Rush Hour 4, but he's doing it for Chris Tucker because Chris Tucker's broke.
Wait, so just out of curiosity, I thought at one point they were supposed to have other people, not them on it.
I don't know about that. I don't think you can have Rush Hour without Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
That was the thing, because I remember like very specifically they were talking about how they were gonna have 2 other people, obviously an Asian and a black guy again, but they were gonna approve the new actors to make sure they can do as good of a job, and I think they got too much retaliation on that.
Well, I mean, Harold and Kumar might as well be.
Yeah, I get it, but like I want Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Like that's the only way I'm gonna watch Rush Hour. Otherwise, I'm not watching.
I want to see. I mean, you guys probably have the same opinions, but I want to see like more Asians in movies and TV show that aren't portraying like a stereotype or like something that.
Yeah, I think Big Bang Theory is my most hated show.
Yeah, I bet.
Just because they make the Indian guys so like fobby and like they laugh at being nerdy. Like, you like Star Wars, ha ha ha. And then the Indian guy comes in with a thick Indian accent, like, really?
So something similar. So in terms of Indians specifically in like American culture, films, TV shows, blah blah blah. There's obviously like Priyanka Chopra. She's doing, what show is it called?
Quantico, but it's
Quantico.
also canceled
I also
now.
think that she's just there because she's like one of the biggest names, but I don't
She's
think
one
a
of
lot
the biggest
smaller
names,
Indian people would get that.
But she's like, as a previous Bollywood actress, she's merging into the American market, which
Aishwarya Rai was here already.
Aishwarya Rai was here already, but she's like, she has Quantico, and then she did Baywatch, right?
She did Baywatch.
Yeah, I never watched that though.
Yeah, I mean nothing crazy yet, but she's like slowly dipping in, obviously showing that it's possible. Just, I mean,
she just went on one of those talk shows, so I think Jimmy Kimmel.
and she was on Jimmy Fallon too, right?
She even dropped a couple songs like a year ago.
Oh yeah, that song with Pitbull, Exotic.
Yeah, like I mean that's interesting too. She's dipping into different things, seeing what works. But I think the acting is definitely just, she should probably stick to it. But you know, she's doing well too.
She was a Miss World, I think it was.
Yeah, I mean,
So like her name's always been there.
see, I mean, the only thing is, I have to confess, I feel like her success in the American industry is mostly because of how big she was.
Yeah.
With everything else. Otherwise, I don't think she would have made a splash.
She's from New York. She was
I know.
born in Brooklyn.
I understand, but like like Indians in general aren't really like, it's same Asians in general.
I mean, other Indians who made it somewhat big in Bollywood would be. I can only think of like Kal Penn.
No,
And that's only-
Penn was not Bollywood.
he's never.
Aziz?
That was not Bollywood.
Oh,
No,
wait.
I'm talking Hollywood.
Aziz?
You said Bollywood.
I definitely said okay. Well, I'm saying Hollywood. And Aziz Ansari, yeah.
Dev Patel.
There's more.
Dev Patel had he has Slumdog and he had the other movie that was really good apparently.
Who else? Like,
Does the guy on Silicon Valley count?
Yes, Kumail Nanjiani is
Come on,
amazing.
Johnny. We had Sick, the big
Oh
Sick.
yeah, I just watched that movie too.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
I watched that
He's
with you.
such a funny person, dude. I love him. I'm so sad Silicon Valley ended.
Shoot, it's over. I didn't even know
The
that.
season's over.
Yeah, season's
6
done.
or 7 episodes, something like
8
that.
episodes they run
8,
it.
maybe.
Dang.
I think that's his HBO. Like they just run 8 episodes.
Damn.
No,
very
it's
interesting.
apparently they shortened the season because the director is also working on Barry.
Yeah, because Barry was only 8 episodes
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, this has turned into a media podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. No, I don't mind. I like talking
Like
about.
I
the
only
different-
have, I'm thinking like in terms of like the like Chinese, Korean, Japanese people. Like there's a show Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah,
I was
Really?
like, oh, we have
It's
that,
hilarious.
but it's like
It's
I
hilarious.
get it's funny, but the premise was like, even the dude who I forgot who's it supposed to be based off of?
I don't know.
I forgot the guy's name. No idea. I'm bad at my facts. But even he was like, I didn't mean for this to be a comedy show. Like it was supposed to be about his life as an immigrant, and then they made it into a comedy. He's actually a little bit upset about it. Like for me, like having that show, I get that it's a comedy. People find it funny, but it's like the premise of that show is like you're making fun of like Asian people being like coming to America.
Okay, I see. I see where you're going with
And
this.
it's like there's like because like it was a struggle. It's not meant to be funny, right? Like us, or Asian people coming to America and trying to build a life. It's not funny.
Is it? I mean, is it really that bad? Like the comedic taking like the comedic aspect into it.
I don't mind. I just want to see Asians on a show that's not like either side, because they're doing an Asian accent on there, you know.
Well, we got Lily on Modern Family.
Yeah,
that's a start.
Yeah, so there's that. The only hope I have so far that I know of so far, I'm sure there's more, but there's like Chloe Bennett and Ming-Na Wen on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they're like, right now my only like saving grace is like, yes, like you guys are both Asian, you guys are on a Marvel TV show, and you're not like doing a Chinese accent or whatever, and you guys are being badass superheroes in this show. I want to see more of that.
You know, it's interesting. Marvel is actually, I saw sketches. They're creating a Muslim female superhero.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, right?
Captain Marvel's gonna be Muslim?
No, man.
No, Miss Marvel.
Isn't it Captain Marvel?
No, Captain Marvel is Carol Anders or something like that.
I know they're making the movie right now. They're in production.
No, this is a new superhero. It's not Captain Marvel. This is a brand new superhero.
It's either Marvel, Miss Marvel. It's definitely Miss Marvel.
No, Captain Marvel is the lady.
I know, but
Marvel is the
guy?
villain. Yeah.
But I'm saying Miss Marvel is the one that you're talking about.
Maybe
the Muslim one.
I don't remember.
Her alter ego is like her being the Muslim, but then she's eventually a superhero.
Yeah. We call Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I got it.
But again, another loop in that conversation right there.
Anyways, we
yes, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan.
Got him.
She's gonna headline her first comic book. Oh, but she made her first appearance in 2013. Why am I just hearing about this?
Yeah, because Marvel's like they're doing this whole like diversity thing. Like they're making a lot of different superheroes into like alter versions of superhero that are more diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new Hulk is like some Asian dude, Artemis Cho. They made Silk, which is a Korean Spider-Man version. I don't know. I'm sure they'll get there. They have like this Black Iron Man character called Ironheart. She's a black female.
What? We already have the Black Iron Man.
Well, no, that's
he's War Machine.
War Machine. But I mean, but that's the sidekick. I'm talking like the main character.
He's a main character by himself. He's an Avenger.
Whatever.
Oh God.
I don't want to see an Indian superhero.
I don't either.
I'm good.
You think
good on
what
that.
would his superpower be?
Yeah, I don't even know what superhero he would be.
Yo, that's gonna be the least intimidating superhero out of all of them.
You never know.
I swear, if they throw like a fob accent on a superhero, I'd be pissed.
But like we shit on it ourselves. Obviously, it's never getting any traction if the only people that are supposed to be supported by it aren't taking it seriously.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh my God. I know what you're saying though. Obviously, if we're laughing at it too, it's like obviously they're not gonna take it seriously either. But
I mean, I doubt Marvel is taking our opinions into account.
Yep, probably not.
Yo, they're listening. Don't worry.
We will be the minority voice.
Yo, let's make a superhero movie.
Changes.
For real.
The Bulletproof Turban.
Yeah, if you guys have any ideas for a new superhero that involves an Asian guy, please give us some feedback on that. But what? We still have that? The Bulletproof Turban? Come on.
I also had hope in Rogue One when Donnie Yen was that kick-ass monk blind.
That was a
dude.
great guy.
But then he died.
Oh.
Spoilers.
The spoilers.
And then they had that Asian girl in the latest Star Wars film, but I hated that Star Wars film. So
yeah, I don't know.
And they made her like the love interest or whatever.
Oh, and they have that character in Avengers. What's that called? The Mantis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of hope on Wong.
Yeah.
Yo, never mind.
Yeah, why wasn't Ant-Man in this last movie?
Oh, he's gonna be in the next one. He's busy at this time.
I like Paul Rudd. He's funny.
Paul Rudd is awesome.
He's so funny.
Because you know why? Because they had to have Ant-Man and the Wasp movie first before they could introduce him into the Avengers.
I'm sorry for being.
Give the show how he got there.
Interesting. I thought they already had. Oh, so they're gonna do an Ant-Man and a Wasp movie. And
yes, that's coming out next year, I think.
Oh.
Right, that comes out in March, and then the Avengers drops again in May.
I was so sure that Ant-Man movie was gonna be garbage, but it was actually I enjoyed it.
I don't know if I should bring this back to
can't
music,
mess
but I have
up
one more thing to add
the
about movies.
What's up?
I said I don't know if we should bring this back to music, but I have one more thing to add about movies because you guys are talking about Marvel. I'm a
Please
huge
do
Marvel
it. Actually,
fan.
transitions well.
First of all, Avengers 4 comes out next year,
Yeah.
and Spider-Man comes out I think a month or two afterwards,
Yeah.
right? So how do you think Sony will market that movie? Because we don't. I mean,
we obviously all know that.
Do I talk about spoilers? No, but I mean, like, how are they going to market it though? Because we're not gonna. We don't. Should I be careful about Infinity War spoilers, or is it too late?
It's been like 2 weeks.
What?
I haven't seen.
My God!
Yo,
honestly, bro. Listen,
Honestly, you're past the 2 week rule.
I haven't even seen Black
don't feel bad
Panther
for you
yet.
anymore.
That's how sad it is.
Because now I can't even talk because I can't give the reason why.
Dude, just give the reason.
Right.
I'm sorry. If you haven't seen
spoiler,
Black Panther, it's already out on
not
DVD.
Black
I know.
I'm talking about Infinity War. If you haven't seen Infinity War, all right, this is a spoiler. Pause it for like next I don't know. Stop listening. Don't listen to the rest of this podcast. I don't care if you're losing your audience, whatever. Okay. So Spider-Man dies in Infinity War, right? So now we don't.
What the hell?
We don't find out what happens. We don't find out what happens.
What the hell?
No, but we know he's gonna live.
Obviously, he lives. The movie's coming
Right,
out with
we,
his
we
name
know
in
we
it.
know the next Spider-Man sequel is coming out next year, right? But it comes out a month or two
sad.
after Infinity War 4. Well, I mean, not Infinity War, Avengers 4, right? So if we don't know what happens to Spider-Man until Avengers 4, and then the Spider-Man sequel comes out like a month or two after, how is somebody gonna market that movie?
I mean, I can say the same thing for Black Panther because we all know they're all contracted.
No, but like what commercials are they gonna show? Like, what are they gonna do? Because as an audience, as someone who like doesn't know that stuff.
Oh, how about this? The movie doesn't have to take place after the events of Infinity War.
No,
it
they said it does.
Oh, they said it does?
They said it takes place right after Avengers.
Then I can't help you.
That's what I'm saying. All right, anyways, back to like music stuff. Do you guys think that a soundtrack to a movie is like a album?
Yes,
version?
it matters so much.
You're
Well,
asking.
no,
You're
but
asking.
He's trying,
no, I'm
he's
saying- no,
trying
I'm
to
saying
say,
is
is it an album or is it just a soundtrack album?
Like, can you is it album worthy? Like, I don't know.
We were talking about this
It's
before.
on a case to
I think
case
so.
basis. Like Black Panther is good, but like Arrival, I wouldn't listen to that on soundtrack.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Do you think it's worth like releasing soundtracks
Yes.
as album stuff?
Yes.
I mean, like if it's meant to be a
Yes.
album, right?
I mean,
But,
think of it like
mean,
this:
if it's
every
just a
single
soundtrack.
Indian song is just a soundtrack to a movie.
Yeah.
Is it? I have no idea.
Yeah. The Bollywood market already beat everyone to it. Like that they've been doing it for like the last 100 years.
Ah, yes, the spontaneous singing in fields.
Almost every single Bollywood movie, they release the soundtrack first, and then the movie comes out.
That's interesting.
Almost for every single movie. In movies that are coming out next year, they have the soundtrack out now.
Well, I mean, I don't think you noticed because I don't know if you watch that many movies, but like they always release the soundtrack early.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Even here.
yeah, I'm agreeing. I'm saying that the soundtrack always comes out first, and then the movie. But still, I mean, I don't know. I think it's worth it.
I want to see more dancing in music videos, like
Bollywood movies.
Well, no, like I don't know for American like artists or whatever. I want to see more of that, more Chris Browns and whatever.
The thing is, like, only Chris Brown can dance like Chris Brown.
right? Like I want. Well, I mean, like, but I just want more dance. Like I want more artists that are multi-talented and not just like, I mean, like they can be good artists, right?
Lady
But
Gaga.
all these new hip hop artists coming out, but like most of their music videos are just chilling in front of a like Lamborghini or whatever, dancing like, or just like club dancing. I want to see like dancing music videos.
I agree. And on that note, we are going to transition to our songs of the week.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll move on to that.
Didn't mean to cut your point off.
No,
I
no, no,
apologize
it's cool.
if I did.
You want to start with hate? We'll start with hate.
All right, so
Then
my
we'll
song
move
this
over.
week is called Jackie Chan. I just really like sushi and Jackie Chan, so I thought I'd play it.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends and it's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
All right. So what was that?
That was Jackie Chan by Prem and Post Malone, and that was actually a remix. That was a remix by Tiesto and Dzeko.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Interesting.
that was that. Rishi, what do you got for us today?
All right. I've kind of wanted to introduce a little flavor of lyricism. You know, I feel like that goes lost sometimes nowadays, and so in the interest of that, I have one of the greatest lyrical songs, in my opinion, of all time, which is Rewind by Nas. I actually think it would be useful to give a little synopsis. Essentially, Nas in this song manages to rap his entire day from the end of it to the beginning of it. And so it's all backwards. And he raps everything backwards, and you'll see what I mean. Go ahead.
back in his chair. We hitting the ropes, the smoke goes back in the blunt gets bitter and broke. Jungle unrolls, put his weed back in the jar. The blunt turns back into a cigar. We listen to beat, it sounded like heavy metal fans. Fit a red fat, ACDC. I get my niggas set, jump out the van back first. Back upstairs, took off the black shirt. I'm in the crib with the phone on my ear. Listen up so y'all can figure out the phone real clear. The voice on the phone was like, outside right weed. So with my mouth wide, holding my heat. Bullets back.
All right.
So that was Rewind by Nas. Moving on. Sahil, what do you got for us?
What song did I have? I had
So Sahil has a song called Hold On, I'm Coming by
Yeah,
Sam
yeah.
and Dave.
Yeah, so it's pretty old. Like they just did a remake in American Gangster like a while back, but I was just listening to it like 3-4 times this week. It's a pretty old. Is it soul? No, it's jazz. I guess like the whole soul jazz from the '60s. That's the original is pretty good, but I have the American Gangster remake on here.
All right, so this is Hold On, I'm Coming.
All right, so that was my song of the week. Who's up next?
All right, and last but not least, the best, me. So I have a song by this guy named Thutmose. He is a Nigerian rapper based out of Brooklyn, and this song is called Ride With Me. And yeah, here it is.
What you need? Bad boy. I got what you want. Yeah. What you need? You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Come ride. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride. Ride with me. Yeah, yeah. Baby, come ride with me. Ride. Come ride with me. Come ride. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride. Ride with me. Yeah, yeah. Baby, come ride with me. Live a wild life, don't judge me. Smoking hella joints in the lobby. Walk in the room, then leave with the girls. It ain't my fault, they wanna fuck. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the boat team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, now she wants me. Now I'm on the road.
All right, good to go.
So that was Ride With Me by Thutmose. Definitely give it a listen.
Yeah,
We'll be adding all these songs that we just played today on our Spotify list.
That song has a nice balance to it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just to update our playlist, I think we're gonna move over to a single playlist that you guys can subscribe to and and just keep up with what we're listening to. I think the weekly playlist is a little hard for everyone to keep up with, so we'll just make one master list and we'll keep adding to it every week. So I'll put the link in the description. You guys can follow up with that.
Take us home, hate.
All right, that's what we've got for you this week, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Sundays with Allure. Catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Apple Music, Google Music, wherever you can find us. Listen to us.
All right.
That's Hate signing off.
It's Rishi. Peace.
Peace out, Shaylin.
Peace out, Brian.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for
This was a
coming.
good-
Thanks for
Hope
being
you
on our
had
show.
fun.
Yeah, man.
Hope we
guys
have
come-
you on again, bro.
Yeah, I would like to be on again.
Oh, plug your podcast. No one listens to this, but I think people do that. So
That's fine. If you want to catch me, you can catch me on my YouTube channel, The Offscreen Show. I do a bunch of different videos on there. I have an advice podcast that I'm going to be starting soon because I'm rebooting my whole vision. So
good stuff.
You want to tell them what that's about? The content or?
for The Offscreen Show,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of different things on there. I had like a regular free talk podcast, but now I'm focusing more. It's going to be an advice show podcast where I give dating and single relationship advice or whatever. You guys will probably be on it eventually.
Probably need it.
And I don't know, I do vlogs, do a bunch of different random YouTube videos. We'll be starting a series called Here's the Catch, but I will not promote it yet because when it comes out, I'll
Ooh,
start
that
promoting
one's gonna be exciting. He told me about it yesterday. It was good stuff.
it. Yeah, and then I have a
Alright.
gaming channel And that's about it.
All right, cool. So make sure you guys check that stuff out.
That's all for us.
Peace.
Peace.